What up, guys? This is Chris. This is Wheelhouse Trading, and welcome, hopefully welcome back to the Wheelhouse. If you don't mind, just take a quick second right now and just hit the like button for this video. Subscribe if you haven't to the channel, and select all so that you get all the notifications and content that I put out on this channel. I want to say thank you. We did pass 200 subscribers. Hopefully we can get up a lot further, but I do appreciate it, and I appreciate all the comments, and I appreciate you. I thought I would just talk today quickly about two interesting events that took place in the market yesterday. One was the Bitcoin flash crash, where it went from $65,760 and wicked all the way down to $8,200, and then came right back up. And man, it would have been nice to forget about a buy order you put in a couple years back down there and got picked up, right? Woo. And then I also wanted to talk about the Trump media group, social media platform, Truth Social, and the SPAC DWAC that spiked over 350% yesterday, and then went up more in after hours and is halted currently. I have been through a lot of these high momentum spike plays, and I have a way to play them and approach them to protect your capital. If you recall, we have seen a few of these recently that are just recent ones. I've seen a ton, but you remember CEI, BBIG, Ader, Sava. These are just a couple. And you know, I've made money on all of those, but I have a system. And I kind of want to show you just an easy way where you can get in and be careful not to lose if these things fall, because what goes up fast can come down just as fast, if not faster. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and let's get started. Okay, so right here on CoinDesk, it says Bitcoin price flash crash on Binance, Binance.us, attributed to trader algorithm bug. It all happened in a blip, and an exchange official says the institutional trading customer has since fixed the issue. Okay, basically what that means is somebody came on there and sold a ton of Bitcoin, and Binance didn't have the liquidity to cover it, and somebody else had to basically come in and deposit a substantial amount of money, which happened very, very quickly. It was a fast wick. Like I said, if you had a buy order down there for whatever reason, you forgot about it. If you forgot about it, you probably didn't even notice it happened today. And one day you'll wake up and be like, "Damn, I have a lot of money in my account." But I didn't have a buy order down there, it went right back. Look, it bounced right back. It's not at its all-time high. It's breathed a little bit, and if you just go back to my last couple of videos, I told you where it would go, it went there. I told you where it would go after, it went there. I told you also in the last one that it's probably going to just retrace a little bit down to where it's at. So I've been very accurate with those numbers and those predictions, and it's just technical analysis. I'm just reading the charts and letting you guys know what's what could happen, and usually, so far on this one, I've been right all three times. I also said that it's going to be going way up from there. It's going to go into that 67, 68 range. Then it's going to go up to the 86,000. It's going to get into the 90,000. Well, it's going to go around 67, 68, and then to like the 75,000, and then it will go into the mid 80s, and then it'll go to like the low 90s, and then I think it's going to go to about 99,802. As the charts develop, I'll revise the numbers, but that's pretty much what I'm seeing on the charts. So yeah, this is crazy. Bitcoin's price briefly crashed 87% and then recovered within the span of a single minute on Thursday. Binance.us, in a fleeting but very real flash crash that the cryptocurrency exchange attributed to a bug in an institutional customer trading algorithm. Maybe. Seems like liquidity issue to me. The price fell from 65,760 to 8,200, and then quickly bounced back up to almost exactly where it was before. They're looking into it. The Binance.us blames the Bitcoin flash crash to 8,200 on a bug in its client's trading algorithm. Traders are, and I agree with this, traders are saying that they're surprised there wasn't better systems in place for something like this. What happens when something like this happens is, I'll just, in just a nutshell, what happens is people get screwed. You have your stop losses in there, which you should, maybe a little bit below under key levels of support. This thing has been on a bull run, it's been on a tear, it's not showing any signs of having a major drop. I could see it kind of retrace a little bit, maybe go sideways, take a breather, let that RSI come down. These are all normal things, nothing to freak out about. I would actually expect that. But something like this, it stops a ton of people out. And, a lot of people, 10 minutes later check their phone or whatever, and they see that they've been moved to cash or, and it just kind of, if people got in late, if they didn't technically get in, I mean, they could actually, and they leveraged, they could have got liquidated and lost money too. That stuff won't happen on this channel. We don't mess around like that. We don't make kind of mistakes like that. Yeah, so I mean, falling 88% in a matter of seconds, that's crazy. That's just crazy. In an email to the block, Binance.us said the flash crash was tied. I've already said that a few times to one of its clients. One of our institutional traders indicated to us that they have a bug in their trading algorithm, the firm said. I'm sure more will come out on this. They said they fixed the issue. They're looking at the event. It seems to be resolved. Again, traders, feel there should be better systems in place. Other places like Coinbase have implemented better systems for situations like this. In the end, they're not talking about the real issue. The real issue is liquidity. They didn't have the money right there to back the transaction. And probably whoever sold this knew exactly what they were going to do. They were probably going to put a buy order in really low. They were going to dump it. They were going to liquidate a ton of those stops, and then they were going to exit. Or I'm sorry, once they sold and liquidated and everything dropped, they just re-enter and catch it all back up. I mean, it's whale manipulation written all over this thing, in my opinion. Let's just take a look at Bitcoin, the chart real quick, just to kind of let you know what I think and, if we should be worried and, this kind of stuff. So it says 62,853. It dropped a little bit. I mean, it's down, call it, roughly $4,000 or something, 4 grand. This to me is not that big of a deal, especially after this parabolic run that we have had. I mean, this has been parabolic. The whole time we've been above the 9, and honestly, we still are, guys. It's not that crazy. Now, last time, it'd be better. Let me pull up my other chart for something like Bitcoin. Let's see here. I have it marked in a red so I can find it easy because I look at it all the time. Okay, now let's take that fib circle off too so we can see clearly. All right, so I mean, on the Heiken Ashi, we have like one purple candle, and here's your major levels. Okay, I said we'd hit that 59,584. We did. We flew right past it. I said from there we would be going to 61,626. We did. We flew past it. I said that the next level was going to be 64,719.63. We did go past it, and then we fell back. And then when I said in the last video, I said we could just retrace, guys, but it's not going to be too crazy. Back to 61,743. And I don't know, did we? Yeah, we were like $300 off. So, I mean, I was very, very close. And then I said once it retraces and bounce back, which is happening right now, it would be a good time to buy. Put your stop back under. So you wouldn't lose a lot, and then let it ride back up to this 64,777. Once you break out of there with a green body candle close, then you're on your way up, okay? And you're on your way up to If you just look at like the fibs, you're in the 75,000 area. Off of this major pattern break on the symmetrical triangle, I have you going up to about $86,544, and then based on the fib circles and the time frames, by the end of December, I have you at 99,802. And again, I'll update that as we get developments in the chart. So I don't think that you should freak out about Bitcoin. I would look at this as an opportunity to get in and buy more. I mean, it did exactly what I said it was going to do. I mean, it went here, and then it went here, and I said yesterday or in this morning, I'm filming at night for tomorrow, so the video that came out yesterday morning, the video that came out yesterday morning that said 100% of my 21 picks went way up, should be hold them or fold them, and that's a portfolio review. I'm going to be doing a hold them or fold them series weekly, so that you guys that do pick up the stocks that I put out there, you're able to kind of know updates if you should be holding them, folding them, adding more to them, scaling out of them. And I'm also going to do the premium technicals as well once a week, so that you guys have just the best of the best out there, and I'll do all the work and research so that you guys have a pretty sick portfolio. So look, when it hit here, I said in that video yesterday morning, I said, and this is before the flash crash, I said, look, it's probably going to retrace back down to 61,743, and it did. It came right down to a couple $100 from it, no big deal. And then I said if it bounced up, which it looks like it's done now, then you should rebuy and get ready for the next leg up. It's also kind of important that Bitcoin has these little retracements, because it lets the RSI cool off, it lets everything kind of cool off, and then it's going to make the next leg up. So you still want to be in Bitcoin. Let's just check the MACD real quick, because the MACD tends to work pretty good for a general scope on, ew, that's ugly looking. I guess they never saved the settings in there, huh? Okay, so the MACD is still bullish. I'll fix that later. The MACD is still bullish on the daily. So don't worry. If anything, you can accumulate more on these bounces off support, okay? Now let's go look at this other crazy one, DWAC, which is a social media platform. It's a SPAC. It's on the market. It's a Trump Media Group, and it essentially this thing went up over 350% today, and wow, yeah, right. So let's just take a look. Okay, so I got in, I picked up a little bit of this at 27 today, and then I picked up a little bit more at 36, and then it just kept going, and I just was moving my stop up. I was exhausted, guys. I've been working these 19-hour days from pre-market till late in the morning, and between research and video and trading and helping people, and just a prep work in the pre-market and aftermarkets, and I was so exhausted from doing that for like 3 weeks. And then of course I have technical issues down here. I have the latency issues and buffering because my Wi-Fi node isn't great, and then trying to figure out all this to get it really clear with the camera and the right settings, and not have the file too big so that I can render it quickly and get the stuff uploaded. And it's just been a little bit of a technical, I think the retrograde is going on or something, but hopefully it's getting better. I really want to just plug and play. Like when I have an idea, I just want to hit record it, boom, upload it, on with my day. And I'm trying to get to that point. But yeah, this is a crazy one. Shares of Trump LIINK SPAC close up 350% following news of social media deal. Here's some key points. The stock of SPAC company Digital World Acquisition Corp skyrocketed on extremely heavy trading volume after news of a merger that would launch former President Donald Trump's planned social media platform. Okay, DWAC stock surged 357% Thursday, and trading was halted multiple times due to volatility. Yeah. DWAC was among the top 10 most popular names on Reddit Wall Street Bets chat room, even exceeding meme stock GameStop mentions. That's kind of crazy. But I believe it. Let's see. A lot of people are saying this thing could be at $100 tomorrow. So, the way that you want to play this deal is actually, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Let's just take a look at a couple things that happened because this happened. So one thing that was interesting is the other social media platforms went down in the market and after hours, such as Snap. Snap's earnings weren't that great, but Twitter and Facebook as well. And I think that has something to do. I think that might have something to do with, people are looking for maybe a fresh perspective that doesn't have so much censorship, like some of the big ones like Facebook and Twitter do. I mean, I'm sure everybody remembers, some of the stuff that happened before with the censorship, and I'm sure some of you guys have been in Facebook jail yourself. So it's called truth, and if you can have a new perspective that's not censored, people there's people are hungry for that. There's going to be a demand for that, and I'm interested to watch where this thing goes. I'm in it. I moved my stops up, and then I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I actually took a nap. I was exhausted. I mean, I was so tired today. And I just kind of took a nap and I slept for 4 hours, which is crazy for me. I never do that in the middle of the day. But I didn't get stopped out on that, which is crazy. I woke up and was quite surprised. Depending on what happens in the morning, I might just add some more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to raise my stops up. So let's just take a look at what that looks like and how I would handle that, just to kind of give you guys like a bearing on that. So this is crazy. Look at the large institutional support. Oh, not only did the stock go up 356% or whatever, but the warrants went up 2,000% today. I mean, no matter which way you cut it, you were getting, papered up today. So I got to have this on a 1 minute because we don't have enough data here. And this is not also the kind of chart that I want to use for something of this nature. I don't have enough data. So let's just go and put this in. Let's just see. WAC. All right, let's just take a little look-see for you guys, and then we'll get out of here. Okay. Yeah, it's just best to look on the 1 minute. God, this thing is screaming. You know what I should do for you guys? I should actually just give you some lines of support off the minute because, okay, I want to give you guys some tips on stocks like this, okay? These things are fun, but they're volatile, they're crazy. You can make a ton of money on them, but you could also lose money just as fast. The way that I do it is I do this off of the minute chart up to the 15 minute, but I really, really pay attention to the minute chart. So let's just take a look at a few areas. So this seems to be, let me enlarge it a little bit for myself here. Let's just start here. 1, 2, you got 3 touches. Okay. That is 40.93. Let's make that red for bad in case it goes down. Okay. Now, you have another level here above it. I don't have a lot of data, so I got to go up the minute. It's more like day trading style, okay? You have another level here at 44, basically 44 bucks. Okay. Then you have, this is definitely a level right here, without a doubt, that we need to watch. Okay. And that's at 55. Okay, and we have another one. These are all going to be little areas where the traders are going to wait for it to come down, bounce off, and then buy, and then it's going to amplify back up. You're gonna, when it bounces, you're gonna buy. It's gonna run up really hard. You're gonna move your stops, and then when you start seeing that first purple candle or red candle, that's probably the beginning of its retracement, and it's just gonna ping pong like that, and it's probably gonna do something like this: up, down, up, down, up. It's gonna make perfect ladder swing patterns. This is a base right here on the 1 minute. Off a swing high, and like I always try to show you guys, look what happens. It comes in with volume. Look at that volume spike right there. So this is going to be a little fun one for you guys. Let's go look at our little all-time high, which it came up to twice, which is kind of interesting to me. Kind of cool. All right, let's make that blue because that's the level we want to get above. This is also going to be a level for you to pay attention to right here in the morning. Okay, so you're at a level of support at 65.59 right now. Now it's halted in after hours. So this is what I recommend doing with something like this. Number one, you don't buy at market open. You don't buy or sell at market open. You wait 30 minutes. You need to let the market get its footing. You need to check the temperature of the market and kind of wait and see what happens. Because it may go like this, woo, and then like this. And then traders might come in, and when it goes to right there, they might buy it all up, and it could do like this whole swing thing and end up here. So if you were to buy here and it goes up and you're all happy and then it falls apart on you, well, that's going to suck unless you buy and it goes way up and you immediately just focus on this one stock tomorrow. Okay, this is how I do it when you have a big mover like this, because you can make a lot of money on these. To be honest, you can literally throw 50 grand in there and have. I mean, if you had 350%, I mean, yeah, you would have had a lot of money today off 50 grand. So, you have to not worry about your whole portfolio. You just need to set all your stops, have everything kind of automated on those with your limit buys and your stop losses, and you need to adjust those just accordingly. And then you open up your brokerage, you get on the minute candle, you put in all these lines of support and resistance, and then what you do is you're literally just watching the minute candles. And let's say you buy it right here at 65.46. and it goes all the way up here, just move your stop to 65.50, 4 cents ahead. So no matter what, you're not going to lose your principal. And then just get it in your mind that like whatever happens, happens, but no matter what, psychologically, you're not going to lose money. Now, let's say it goes, okay, and you should probably use the ATR on this as well. ATR is average true range, and let's just fix that. So, because I'm going to be day trading this tomorrow, so let's just look at this thing. Can I adjust this stuff or what? There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's a 14-day. It takes the average of 14 days. I don't like that color. I don't like that size. Okay. All right. So the way the average true range works is it takes the last 14 trading days and it averages the swings up and down over 14 days, and it gives you an average range. Okay. The average range on this is $1.44 per day, that it could go up or down. It has that range. Okay. So what you could do is you could just take that information of $1.44, and every single time that it goes up past your, say, 4 cents where you bought it, and it goes up $1.44, you could just raise your stop, okay? But you don't want to raise it like too fast either. We don't see, okay, look, you don't have a lot of data on this particular stock. That's the problem. That's what makes it tough, but that's what also makes it really interesting and fun. So what I would do is let's say you bought it here at 65.52 and you caught the bounce. I would immediately put my stop above where I bought it, so no matter what happens, I'm not going to lose money. Okay, you know, if it goes up $5, just move your stop up $1 or $2 or $2.50. Okay, whatever you want to do. I play it tight because I don't care. I'll rebuy when the minutes come down. I'll rebuy the spike back up. So, you know, just keep your brokerage open, keep your minute candles open, and then when you see a purple candle coming in, tighten your stop. Okay, and if you get stopped out, no big deal. Wait for the purples to end, and when you see the first blue one, buy back in and let it go 2 or 3 blue candles and just place your stop right above it so that you don't lose. And you just play that game all day long, and you just focus on this one stock. And you could get gangster with it. You could make a lot of money with this. I have some money on the side. I got a chunk of change, and if this thing is really moving tomorrow, and it looks like it's going to double again, we're going to get paid. Okay, so that's just a little cool tip. Your supports are your supports you want to watch out for are 65.44. Okay. 55.57 is going to be an area. 43.92. 40.91. That 40.91 is major. That is major. I just realized that. Holy moly, that thing goes all the way. Wow, that is okay. That's your big one. That is your big daddy. That is the number right there, 40.99. Okay. Look at this. It touched over here 5 times here, 1 time there, 1 time there, 1, 2, 3, 4 times there. That thing is it's an area right here. Okay. All right, so those are your supports. Obviously going up, you know, your first swing pattern is 71.49, and then you got your all-time high, and then it can run from there. So again, minute chart to 15 minute. Keep your brokerage open. Make sure you set all your stops on everything else so that you're not worried about it for limit buy orders and stops. And then watch the minutes. Let the purple candles come down, and when you see the first, and you gotta watch the volume too. And then when you see the first blue or green candles, that's when you jump in, and then you let it ride a few candles for a few minutes. You set your stop above, so psychologically you can't lose money. And then as this thing goes up, say like $5, every $5, raise your stop up like $2, $2.50, and just keep riding that. And if you get stopped out, no worries, because you got stopped out in a profit, and then you don't have to ride it going down. You just wait for those blue candles and repeat, and you do that all day for the whole trading session. Okay. Now, if it's just coming down like constantly, like let's say it goes down and then spikes up and down bigger and spikes up, well, it's losing steam, and that's when you got to be careful, and you don't really want to be trading this on the upside. From what I understand, you can't short this company, which makes the marketplace a little unfair, which is kind of an interesting situation for this particular stock, which to me makes it more fun. So yeah, I'm going to be all over this thing tomorrow. These things could last. This thing could last a few days, like CEI did, and eventually it's all going to come down. It's going to come way, 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 way down back to this whole $19 or whatever. But in the meantime, let's just make some money on it, okay? Do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment on the video if you have any questions or you want me to look at something, and yeah, select all, and we'll see you later.